We're set for the opening face-off. Jacob Phaup for Syracuse, 37 in white, and Petey LaSala, 23 in blue for Virginia. LaSala has won 73% of his draws, #1 in Division I here in the early going. And Phaup wins the first face-off for Syracuse. Standing player of that 2019 NCAA tournament run. 31 saves during championship weekend. Bobby Gavin, the freshman goalie, had started the last 2 games for Virginia. And Lars Tiffany, when we talked to him on Wednesday, he said he wasn't too worried about Rode not having game reps. He said if Rode was
good in terms of getting to the rack, sometimes you don't understand how good of a passer he is. Harden's leading the NBA right now in assists. Matt Moore's had with a guy like Schellenberger. Well, you put him on the midfield, a position that he hasn't played a ton of. He's played some, but he's so smart as a Dodger and as an offensive player. His awareness and his ability to see where the pressure's coming from, because he's always been a marked man. He is a breakout star.
There's a chance, unsettled for Virginia, and it's 3
straight. Knew that when the offense had the ball, how was the defense going to stop them?
There's a little statistical nugget every week in the Syracuse game.
Hitting that shot, you knew Virginia was going to be good for a long time, and then 1999, Starsia gets his first national championship. But the rivalry, the offense, the numbers, and how that shot, you knew Virginia was going to be good for a long time, and then 1999, Starsia gets his first national championship. But the rivalry, the offense, the numbers, and how equal it's really been in terms of wins and goals and everything. It's actually laughable when you look at the breakdown and how close these games have been.
16 one-goal games.
And you're not one-dimensional in asking Tucker Dordovic and Curry and Trimboli to do all the work.
Syracuse has now won 6 of the 8 face-offs. Here's Aviles against that
midfield position. You have Cormier, you have Moore, you have Laviano. Teams aren't going to slide as early to Bertrand, and he's going to make them pay.
He's getting shorties too now these days. Eyes as wide as the Sphinx. You're telling me I get a short stick?
Understanding he has the matchup, and he's faster than his defender.
Final 10 seconds, Connors. And Phaup has dominated the X, but we get a whistle. LaSala had the ground ball. It's kicked back.
A guy like Owen Seabold, who's played attack his whole life, and you put him behind the cage against a short stick, and he feasts in terms of just how uncomfortable that defender is, putting pressure on Seabold around goal line extended.
Seabold, a Dallas, Texas kid, Highland Park, went to the same high school as Matthew Stafford and run after Virginia went on a 5-1 blitz. Bodies flying, loose ball push, and it's against Virginia. I'm very familiar with his family's restaurant.
Oh, of course. Coach D loves to go out and eat and have a nice meal, but Lars Tiffany is tremendous, and you saw that Syracuse photo of him with the 44 jersey. You got to give him a free pass. It's his home puzzle, and Laviano, he's an unbelievable rider. He picks up any type of garbage on the turf like you saw just now, but more importantly, he knows his role too off ball. He's so crafty in terms of finding those seams. Then we'll have a way looser area in terms of the way they break down the Virginia defense later in this game because of Syracuse's ability to attack from behind.
And Clark, we're seeing it doesn't necessarily have to be. That's what John Desco told us, and Virginia commits its
to get a pass off or a shot. That's why when you ask me who does it remind me of, Jeff Teat. The wrists are magical with 70 Schellenberger. When he gets his feet set, righty or left-handed, he can sling it.
And that's the adjustment that Lars Tiffany makes. Because in that first half, Virginia only had 2 assisted goals. I thought the new face-off rules were supposed to get rid of the stalemate at X.
Virginia, in regards to any type of violation, it's a clean slate. Grip and rip and get after it, but Phaup.
My video was lagging. It was buffering like it's 1997 internet over here.
Don't do that to me again, man. I missed you.
Quint left me hanging for about a quarter a couple of weeks ago.
Injuries in his career, but Anish, when he is healthy, he is an absolute joy to watch because of how athletic he is, how hard he works, and the playmaking ability. In that case, the defensive player in Bauer brings it down the offensive end. Porter didn't look like himself.
Bauer, a big-time recruit out of high school, and the defensive MVP on his football team at 20.5 sacks.
His outside shooting now, so when teams then decide to flash out on him and play him as a shooter, that's going to open up his dodging.
The knowns in Central New York clamored for Dino Babers and the football team to throw to the tight end. In the winter, they've been asking Jim.
Opportunity on the road. You're a 5th-year senior. Take your team on the back and rekindle some of that magic from the past.
Osala has had his lunch money taken today by Phaup. 2 goals tonight.
When Virginia sends to help.
18-10 Syracuse, and Curry with 4 assists to go along with 2 goals. Rafis has a hat trick. Here comes Lasala. Milt entered the chat. Second game, 2 goals, 2 assists.